Conchas in the kitchen, and I know this is something you all want to make, so let's just get to it. The first thing that we're going to do 3 teaspoons of yeast, and I'm just going to put this in my, right here in my bowl. I also have warm water, and I'm just going to pour that in there, and then we need to let that sit for a few minutes. Actually, I'm just going to kind of give it a swish. All right, the next thing we're going to do, I've melted 6 tablespoons of butter, and I have 1/3 of a cup of sugar. So I'm going to add 1/3 of a cup of sugar, and there goes the dishwasher, and there goes the butter. I've got 1/2 cup of milk. I've got 1 egg, a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to start that, get that going. 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, and we're going to do 4 cups of flour, and I'm going to do 2 cups, get it started, and then do 2 others. Okay, so I have to say something about viewer etiquette. That's a joke, so don't think I take anything too seriously. But can I just tell you that there are some forbiddens in this world. And if you were not aware of this before today, I'm going to share this with you. You should never, no matter how obvious it is, even if it looks like the person is ready to go off and deliver a baby in the hospital, ask a person if they're pregnant. Okay, some viewer asked me if I was pregnant. No, I'm not pregnant. Obviously, I was just having a fat day, apparently. But, people, you just can't ask people questions like that. I'm telling you, there are just some things I learned a long time ago in life. Even if the person is like looking like they need to go off to the hospital, if they didn't offer that and volunteer that information, just don't ask, because it makes you look like a fool when they have to tell you they're not. It embarrasses them because it makes some people think, oh, a little bit fat. But anyway, so I thought I would share that just as a joke. Don't take it too seriously. But no, I am not pregnant. So now I'm going to put this on, blend it up. After 2, we'll do 2. Here's 1 more. So that's 3. Sounds like somebody wants to get a hold of me. The phone's ringing. And then 4. Okay, our dough's ready. And I'm just going to put a little flour down. Now I've taken a bowl here and I've sprayed it with non-stick cooking spray, because our dough, I don't want to get too much flour, that's a little too much. Our dough is going to go in to that bowl so that it can rise up. So here we go. Okay, we're going to keep this in the bowl. We want it to double in size, and after it doubles in size, we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so I'm just saying, I just thought I should test you out, just in case, to teach you your etiquette. So even if I look like this, you don't have a right to ask me if I'm pregnant, because that is just wrong. Maybe I have a tumor, I don't know. Anyways, just a little funny joke. Now we'll move on. Okay, now we're making the topping. So I've got 2/3 cup of sugar. I've got, and I really hope I didn't look like that when the person thought they needed to ask. That's sad. Okay, a whole stick of butter, and I'm just going to start blending that up. I'm just going to blend that up until the butter and the sugar creams together, and I'm going to add a cup of flour. Okay, so you can look in here, you can see it's kind of, kind of crumbles up a little bit. Aaron, calm down, dude. Alright, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it all, and I'm going to divide it in half. Now, you don't have to do this. If you're like a fan of one flavor more than the other, then you don't have to do this. But I'm just going to be making 2 different types of topping here. So I'm going to break that in half. I'm going to put half in one bowl, half in the other. Okay, and so to one of these toppings, I'm going to add some cinnamon. That was just a little bit more than 1/2 of a teaspoon. You know me, I eyeball everything. So I'm just going to kind of mix that up. Can you hear our birds? We have birds now. now. We are like a farm at this house. Dogs, hamsters, birds.
Come back.
Seriously. Okay.
You're not gonna bite me.
Farron. And then over here in this one, I'm going to add some vanilla, some Mexican vanilla, and just like about a teaspoonful. Okay, so I'm just going to mix in that vanilla into this one, and that's just going to make this one a nice, you know, vanilla taste. And then I'm just going to let these basically sit. I'm just going to kind of make them into balls. And then I'm just going to let them sit here until our dough has risen and we move to the next step. Has risen. I'm going to spray some non-stick cooking spray on my pan and just take it out. Now I need to get this into 12 pieces. So I'm just going to divide it up because we're going to do 12. This will make 12, this recipe. Okay, and then I'm just going to roll these up into little balls, just like that. And then I'm just going to place them on my greased sheet, and I'm going to put about 6 on. They need to be about 3 inches apart each way, so I'm only going to put 6 on a tray. If you remember the toppings that we did before, I actually rolled them into, each one of them into 6 balls, so there's 12 total, so I have 6 cinnamon and 6 vanilla. And I'm just going to pat it out in my hand like so. And then I'm going to lay them right on top like this. And I'm going to do that to all of them, and then we'll go to the next step. Okay, so you can see that I put that topping flat over the top of all of these. Now we're going to cut our shapes into these. So I'm just going to take my knife and just cut down some rows this way. And then I'm going to cut it the other way, right into that topping, to make my little design. And then, you know, if you want to get creative, you can swirl around a spiral design.
You're the real deal.
You should be quiet. All the way around, just like that. And I'm just going to continue to do this until I finish all of them. Then they're going to rise again and double in size one more time, and I'm going to then put them in the oven for at 375 for 20 minutes. Okay, so I've done that to the tops of all of these. Now I'm just going to cover them with a towel, let them rise again, and then I'll show you what they look like before they go in the oven. Cesar thought it'd be funny, so he wrote hi on this one. So talented. Thanks so much. Okay, so we're just going to cover these. These are ready. We're going to pop them in the oven, 375. I feel very repetitive, I know. 375 for 20 minutes. And you want them just to get golden brown, and then we'll top them off with their sugar, and they'll be ready to eat. Okay, these are done, and I've already gone ahead and done some of them. Some of them I just sprinkled plain white sugar on. Some if you want to look up here, I've got some that I sprinkled some pink sugar on, and now I'm doing some with some cinnamon sugar. And I just mixed some cinnamon and some sugar together, and anyways, these are delicious and fun, and I really think that you just can't go wrong with these. If anything, you're just making these for friends when they come over. They're gonna be like, how did you do that? I mean, it's just one of those things that, you know, I can't say enough good things about these. These are just great. So, you know, go to mexican.cooking. I'll have all the ingredients on the website. And enjoy them. I know you'll love them. We love them. Can't get enough of them.
Make comments.
Oh, and send me some comments. Okay, at my website. Okay, we'll see you. Bye-bye.